Alright, get serious. Nah. Welcome to our channel. You know, this is new for us. This is our first video. Go ahead and introduce yourself, baby.
I am Indigo. I am 27 years old. I do tarot. I am a hoodoo practitioner. I am a nail tech. I am a lash artist. I'm a lot of things. An artist, period. Do that.
What? No, keep it.
No.
Keep it.
Fine.
It's raw. It's genuine. People like that. Anyway, my name is Mo Guvpp. You can call me Guapa. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna give y'all my normal day job. I am, what am I, a hoodoo practitioner in training? I'm a hoodoo practitioner in training. I'm also an artist, a rapper, a speaker, a public speaker. So yeah. And we basically really just wanted to do this YouTube. Well, for more reasons. One, honestly, I think it was in the cards for us to do that, you know, to do this. Our spirits and our ancestors have been telling us that this is what's for us to do. And then I think it'd be good to just really just kind of shed light on a lot of topics that a lot of people be coming to you about.
Yeah, not just me, but also now you. On top of really just kind of showing the shit that we do and deal with every day. It's a lot, and it's like it's nothing to it and a lot at the same time. But for one, we did want to kind of talk about how we met and how we got here, because I know that like a lot, especially my following in particular, is
you got a way bigger following than I do.
Is a little shook about our relationship, I guess. So do you want to start? I don't know.
I don't want to start on how we met. How we met was, you want to give like the real backstory on what it is, or you just want to get just the reading?
No.
I'm talking about the surface level.
Yeah, surface level. Like how we got here, how long we've known each other.
Okay.
How did you
get here? Alright, no. Well, we met, what, over a year ago?
June 2019.
So about like a year and a half ago, almost a year and a half ago. Funny thing, we met on, there's this one guy on we had a mutual friend on Facebook.
Shout out to Mason.
Yeah, shout out to Mason. And I can't even remember what we was talking about.
I still can't. He can't.
She was flirting with me. So
we were flirting with each other.
and then what? I hopped in my inbox. She was like, somebody told me to stop being a pussy and just say that I think you fine or something like that. Now I will admit, at the time, my mom was not there. It was on somebody else. I was on some other shit, so I wasn't really. Oh, caught it. And so I wasn't really. I wasn't checking for you, baby. I'm checking for you now, though. But but not then. It's okay though. But funny thing is, I had found out. Cause didn't you add me?
Yeah, I added you.
And then so we became friends.
And so we stayed kind of like loosely in contact.
Cause I found out.
At some point when I decided that I was going to be public about me doing and learning tarot, he had hit me about reading his cards. And I had been reading his cards for how long you think? Like 7, 8 months.
7, 8 months.
7, 8 months with just this really platonic friendship. Mm-hmm. And just, you know, slowly giving him advice. And, you know, I always tell people like it's a different kind of relationship with your reader, because you tell them the things that you don't want to tell your friends. It's like a therapy session. Yeah. And so I really did get to know him at 444 intimately. Mm-hmm. Before, you know, you can tell people that they cute without like being like, oh, I want to be with you, I want to meet you, I want to do this and that and the third, because it's just like, I don't know, it's like I told you that, and then we both went on about our business. Like it wasn't a big deal. We were still kind of like on some homie shit. And then the last reading that he paid me for.
Keep in mind, let me preface this with, during these readings, I'm trying to figure out what's going on with my ex. I'm like, you know, hey, are we gonna be together? Like, I want to be with her. I want to, you know, what's in the cards? What's gonna happen? And the whole time she's telling me I need to be focusing on myself, and that's what everybody been telling me. I was like,
yeah, because it's some, especially like with people that you see they have big hearts. It's really hard to like tell them like that's a fucking dead end, like. Yeah. And I struggled with the reality of having to tell people the truth about their cars for a while. But, like, eventually I got to the point with him where I was like, bro.
It's not.
Just focus on yourself, you know? So, the last reading that he came to me about, it was kind of like, just one more time, tell me what's going on. And then the shit came from when it went from tell me what's going on to, well, can you just tell me about what to expect with my love life at all. And never have I ever shuffled some cards and felt like I was talking about myself. What did I say to you?
You told me it was going to be somebody that I've met before, but not met on a romantic level. It's been platonically. You said this person is going to come in and help you tremendously with business, be a great business partner. You said this person's going to be able to match me spiritually and emotionally. But tell them about the kink you threw in.
And so as I'm reading this, and I'm starting to feel like I'm you know, first and foremost, I'm an intuitive tarot reader. So to break that down in layman's terms, my intuition guides my readings. I have a strong intuition, period. And as I'm reading his cards, I was starting to feel like I was speaking about myself, and it scared me, as I had just got out of a relationship with somebody who I care about now platonically, but it was a very toxic relationship for me. And I was having like the biggest of trust issues, and I kind of just I wasn't on that. Like I wasn't on it. I wasn't on it, and I wasn't really trying to hear it. But so the thing that I said was, well, it's not going to work out. It's just going to be, it's going to be like a short.
Be wary of the romantic part. It's just mainly for business. It's not going to work out. Yeah, so don't look too much into that part.
Yeah, like just don't look too much into it.
So mind you, I'm going around thinking, all right, so the next little shorty I'm messing with, you just supposed to help me bring some guap. I'm not finna really take you seriously. I'm not finna do no I'm not thinking of a relationship on my mind. And what you do.
And so I laid there that whole night fucked up about it, because I was like, why? First of all, why did I just do that? And second of all, fuck. So the next day I hit him up like midday, and I'm like, hey, how you doing? How you feeling? How are you okay? And he was kind of like, you know, I feel a lot of things. This and that is on my mind. And so like I was kind of like in relation, because I was still kind of grieving. I won't say grieving a relationship, but purging feelings from the relationship that I had just gotten out of. And shout out to all my friends, by the way, who got me through that shit. I love y'all to death. So we just start having this conversation, and like we talked for a while, and I was talking about, you know, me not wanting to be with anybody else who could not make it their mission to protect my energy, because I felt like through everything that I've been through, that was the most important thing to me at this point. And then I started noticing how his conversation was changing, and I was like, I think he's flirting.
That's what you said.
I think he's flirting with me, but I really can't tell.
I can't even tell my damn self when I be flirting. I be nervous. I don't even know what to say.
So eventually, long story short, he ends up saying, I like you. And I was like, I like you too. And then it's just from that moment, it was just like we never separated. We were always on the phone, day, night, sleep, awake, working in the grocery store. Like, we just never
Because mind you, I stay in Dallas, she stays in Houston.
I do live in Houston. I live about 3.5 hours away. And this man, on a whim, decided that he was going to drive basically 8 hours to pick me up and bring me to Dallas to spend time with him. And I was only supposed to be here for a couple of days, and a couple of days turned into 8 days. And
2 days, literally, and then it turned into 8.
Yeah, it turned into 8 days, and then he stayed a few days in Houston, and
now we're back in Dallas.
Now we're back in Dallas.
I was trying to figure out what next.
So moving on from the initial, we had a couple of readings done on ourselves and our relationship. I don't like to pull cards for myself because I do things like I did in his reading.
Had me fucking with a whole other person I wasn't supposed to be fucking with. I had a short fling with somebody else, and it was draining more than not. But the whole
stop reading about this shit. Anyway,
I'll stop.
So do you want to talk about what you got from Yasmin's reading?
Yeah. Okay. So during the time that we talking, like she said, she don't like to get her own readings. She was like, I really want to get a reading done. I just want to get a reading done. And I was like, about me? She was like, yeah. So she ended up hitting up this other reader, acquaintance that that runs in the same kind of circle or whatever. And she hit up for a reading, and she did her cards first, and then she ended up calling me. And then when she got done, she had told me some of what she said, and I was like, oh well, I want one. And so she was like, okay, well, I'll go ahead. I'll pay for it. Just go ahead and get it.
I literally just was like, I'm going to pay for your reading. Just go talk to Yasmin and see what she says for you.
So I called her, and she was like, hello or whatever. And so I started talking, and she was like, I just talked to Indigo or whatever, and I'm going to tell you the same thing that I told her. She was like, y'all are, everything that's happened up until this point has happened for a reason. She said this is a divine intervention. She said y'all are supposed to be together. She said, what she said was divine timing. Like everything everything that has happened up until this point was supposed to happen the way it was supposed to happen. And that we were together in a past life. We were together in a past life, but we weren't able to be together. Which I don't know if you want to say that story for the next one. Or
oh yeah, we'll say that for another one. But basically, we are now put here like this, like we're picking up where we left off.
Right.
And that now is really kind of like our time to shine. So, ironically, I had a second reading done while we were back in Houston from a shop that I like to go to. It's Black owned, and it's called Our Little Red One. I had a reading done, and I just wanted like a 3-card pull. I didn't say anything to her. I just was just like, just tell me what I need to know. And not only did she read a lot of abundance in my life, but she pulled the Lovers and was like, you guys are literally one.
Yeah, she's like, I felt it when y'all walked in. Like,
I felt it when y'all walked in. Like, y'all's energy together is amazing, etc., etc. So
yeah, we constantly heard that.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, I love y'all's energy. I love y'all's energy. And that's how it feels like. In our reader, she was like, I ain't even gonna give. I'll give y'all a month. She's like, nah, I ain't even gonna say that. She's like, I'll give y'all about 2 weeks before y'all are like just like upset, like totally like a mess. She's like, because it's not as if y'all are meeting for the first time. Y'all are just picking up where y'all left off, and that's literally how I feel like I've known her before. It's crazy, and like half the time I can be thinking something, and she'll say it, or she'll.
It's crazy because it seems like we're just meeting and not, but it's like we've been friends over a year. Over a year. Like really intimate friends, because you were trusting me with things that, I'm sure that everybody else. Right, that you probably would hesitate to tell anybody else. One, because I didn't know any of your people, and then two, Just because we just, we built that relationship over time that you knew I wasn't going to judge you when you came. And so it made me know a lot about you as well. I feel like the hard part, if there ever was one, was you figuring out who I was outside of the vagueness. Because if you don't really know me in real life, I don't say very much.
No, she's vague as fuck. Her answers are vague. When you're doing the readings, well... How are you? Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. So,
I'm not really big on like sharing. So this YouTube thing is kind of a big deal for me because I do get so many questions, and so now that he's been in my life and has been a part of the questions, I felt like it was only right to just like give that other side of me. And then now that he's a part of that other side, like I felt like we were supposed to do this thing together.
We are supposed to do this thing together. So we say all that to say
there's a lot coming.
Yeah, a lot coming.
There's a lot of shit coming.
We'll be talking about a lot of things. Honestly, it could be anything from everyday what's going on in earthly wise, and but mainly we really do want to touch the spiritual things. Like she said, a lot of people come with a lot of questions. I have a lot of questions, and a lot of our conversations are very deep and
like need to know. Other people need to hear them.
Other people need to hear them. So it's like instead of just keeping the conversation to ourselves, we might as well share that knowledge with other people who are actually actively looking for that information. So yeah, just a lot of those things, and just kind of just checking out our daily life, our progression, it's crazy. Like I really feel like if you haven't look up the term twin flame, if you haven't looked it up, or if you don't know what it is, and that's exactly what I found. So it's a different kind of connection. It's a very intimate connection, and so
like we can't even think our thoughts alone.
Yeah, it's really scary. Like I don't like to really just feel my feelings about her because she can feel it. Like she'll know, even like some shit I'm thinking is just like, damn.
Like for instance, there was like earlier, he was like, I need a towel, and I just brought one in the room. He didn't say it out loud.
Right. But I was thinking in my head, I need a towel.
And I just so happened to feel like I needed to bring a towel in the room, and that's like it just happens like that sometimes. All the time.
All the time. It's creepy. But so yeah, so we look forward to,
Also, your other YouTube, you should mention that.
Oh, I should. But I ain't even let me hold off on that because I'm really revamping that. So I do have another YouTube. Well, I'll share more about that later as well. So because for a lot of y'all who don't know me, it's deeper layers to us in this relationship and just each of us as individuals anyway. But so yeah, I'll share that with you guys later so y'all can check that out. But because I'm revamping it. But yeah, so we look forward to this journey and y'all following us.
Keep your eyes open because I'm sure there'll be another video very, very, very soon.
Very soon.
Very soon. So peace out for now. Love and light. And I hope you guys have an amazing day, week. Solar return, whatever.